Sorry. I didn't know.
He wants to run too. Because there's water in it.
All right, how is everyone doing today? That's good to hear. My name is Colt. I'll be your tour guide today. Now, before we start, I'll give you a brief history of our cavern. We are an all-natural limestone cavern. Everything you see here was once completely underwater, and the entire cavern is carved out by the water that was once here. We started giving tours Memorial Day weekend, 1942, and we are the fourth group to inhabit this cavern. The first was the Seneca Indians. After a long day of hunting, the Seneca Indians would hang their meat in the cracks and crevices you can see above me on the ceiling. They would light small hickory fires at the bottom. Smoke would rise up, cure their meat, and it would go out the only entrance and exit of our cavern. As settlers would walk by, they would see smoke coming out of the hole, and ever since then we have had our name Smoke Hole Caverns. The second group was the Union and Confederate soldiers during the Civil War. Whoever controlled this area at the time enjoyed using this mountain as a way to hide, get out of the conflict. Very easy to guard with the one entrance. Very secluded. It didn't have all the roads it does now. It has a fresh supply of spring water to drink from that you can hear below you. And when we first came here, there was once a chest full of guns and ammunition in this hole back here. Obviously, it's not there anymore. Third and most favorited by people around here is the West Virginia Moonshiners. Now, there are no cameras in here. I'm not going to tell on you. Has anybody tried moonshine?
Yeah.
A lot of people like to admit it. Now, in case some of you don't know, I will be teaching you how to make moonshine. First, you take a whiskey barrel. You fill it with corn, wheat, barley, rye, and yeast. You let that ferment for about 72 hours. Then you take and put it in a copper hopper. You fill it with fresh spring water, like the moonshiners here like to use. Sugar, herbs, and spices, and if you want some extra flavor, you could add a peach or an orange peel. Then you seal the top off with dough. Let a small fire underneath. Warm vapors will rise up, go through the cross arm, down the worm into a barrel we call the thumper. It's called a thumper because whenever warm vapors meet the cool spring water in the barrel, it makes a thumping sound. Now, would anybody like to try and guess what the individual X's on these jugs mean? Pretty simple. There you go. It is the proof of the alcohol. Also, how many times it's been run through the steel. 1X is regular old moonshine. It's called moonshine because back during the Prohibition days, and technically still to this day, it is illegal to make moonshine. The moonshiners could not use any kind of lantern light because they would give them away to the law, so they made it by the light of the moon. It is ran through the steel once, and it is 80 to 100 proof. Now, double X, we like to call that tangled. You drink too much, your feet can become tangled. It is ran through the steel twice, and it is 120 to 160 proof. Triple X, everyone's favorite, also known as white lightning. It is ran through the steel 3 times, and it is 180 to 200 proof. Now, if you were crazy enough to put triple X in, first off, you'd be lucky if your steel didn't blow up. Second off, it would come out as pure ethanol, which you could use to run a small motor like a dirt bike or a lawnmower. If you tried drinking pure ethanol, you would go blind and most likely die, so don't do it. It's not smart. Do we have any questions before we continue on? If not, please be careful as you follow me. We have loose gravel and low-hanging rocks.
There's a spider there.
Yeah. There we go.
Spiders are supposed to. Wait, Cameron. Nice.
Got some. And then we're moving forward.
toss my nickel into the van. Whoa, look at that. Yeah. Yeah, what's up, everybody? Evil Joker here. And right now.
Go! Alright, you okay, everyone? You okay? Now, this big hole in the wall right here, training, is our overflow for our underground lake. You guys are going to get a better view of it soon, though. So whenever we get lots of rain in the spring or snow in the winter, and it melts, it likes to collect and drain out through here. And when it does, it goes underneath the road to our spillway, goes to the North Fork of the South Branch of the Potomac River, and it eventually lands in the Chesapeake Bay of Baltimore, Maryland. So it's got a long way to go. Now, depending on where you are, you may be able to see this, but when I shine my light, can you guys kind of see the white sparkle? It's that white substance. Anybody want to take a guess on what it is? You got that right. It is iron pyrite, also known as fool's gold. It stays up there looking pretty because, as the name suggests, it's not worth much. If it was real gold, it wouldn't be there. Now, as we continue, I will have to warn you. We have a low-hanging rock we like to call Tall Man's Headache. If you are 5'8" or over, please stay to your left when I point this out. I don't have any moonshine to help.
Oh man, what's up, everybody? Evil Joker here. Doing a cave tour. Holy crap. Jeez. Kira, did you bring your phone? Man. Holy crap. Man.
Alright, you guys can follow me now.
Man, I should have kept my nickel in my pocket. I would have put it right under that rock. Oh man. That's true. Sounds good.
Everyone, just line up behind me, just so we can let the other group pass through, please.
Holy crap. Is that clay? No, that looks like clay. That looks like clay.
Not to there, but in there. Thank you guys.
Just gonna blind.
It's not recording.
Oh, that part was screwed up. When the camera. Not all that. Wait, I could probably cut it out. No.
good?
Yep.
All right, you guys can go ahead and fill out along this railing so we can see the underground lake. Sorry about that. I just didn't want a huge jam happen. Alright everyone, this right here is our underground lake. Actually, it's only a part of it. When we first came here, we sent divers down below to get the dimensions of our lake. And since then, we have found that it is 100 feet long, 50 feet wide. This is actually the edge, so most people are standing on top of it. Right here, it's only about 7 to 8 feet deep. But at its deepest, depending on the water level, it can be between 25 to 35 feet deep. The water stays at a cool 52 degrees all year round. The air in this cavern stays at a constant 56. So if you came back in the winter, it would feel exactly the same as it does now. Another thing is that you won't be seeing any blind cavefish or any creature in our water. That is because the oxygen levels in our water are too low to support any kind of life whatsoever. Another thing is that if you're taking photos, please try and not lean it over the railing. There are a ton of cell phones and tablets down there, and you're not getting it back if it falls.
Oh my god.
Along this wall, we have our first active rock formation on our tour. This is known as flowstone. Flowstone forms whenever water comes out of the cracks and crevices along the wall and flows its minerals over a ledge. It is a very slow formation. It takes 125 years for 1 cubic inch of flowstone to form. That's about the size of an ice cube in your fridge. Do you guys see the cave moss along the wall?
Yes.
As we go along on the tour, I will be turning off lights behind us. That is simply because whenever these artificial lights hit these moist cavern walls, it's a perfect spot for this stuff to grow. We try to control it when we can because no one really wants to see a green cavern. Whenever you guys are ready, please wait for me at that light up there, where those two, that couple is.
That's pretty cool. Oh my god. I see your phone. I see your phone.
Alright guys, you guys are going to have to go forward just a bit so we can make room for these people. Oh wait, I can't turn the light bulb off. Alright, she's good. I guess you left. Alright guys, go ahead and follow me.
Where's the other one?
Come on.
Holy crap. Ow. Man, it gets colder and colder. What's this here? Oh.
Alright, you have everyone?
darkness.
Total darkness, you're right. We're going to experience total darkness very shortly. Before we do, please put away any phones, cameras, anything that emits some kind of light, just so we can get the full effect.
Good night,
Another
guys.
thing,